Hi, it's me, Tracy, your literary and tea time companion, and this is the Are You Like Jane Austen tag. A bit of a quiz that is very fun for those of us who are Jane fans or fans of literary fiction, classic fiction. And in this quiz, we find out just how much we might be similar to Jane Austen, and could it be that we could be friends with Jane Austen? Let's take the quiz together and find out. This is the Are You Like Jane Austen tag. This is an original tag that was created by Shelley Swearingen. This is a slightly older date, this tag, this quiz, from about 3 years ago, I believe. That's making a bit of a comeback, and very fitting now for this 250th anniversary year celebrating Jane Austen and her life and her work. I was not tagged, but I saw this tag through a friend, Melinda, at a Web of Stories. She took part in this tag, and I'm claiming the tag and jumping in on this fun. This is a really great quiz. I've seen some other quizzes, but I hadn't come across this one before. There are 10 prompts, and there's an opportunity to, through a point through each question of answering the questions, to gain 11 points, and they correspond with a score ranking. So let's jump right in. The first question: Jane Austen was an artist and a writer. Give yourself a point if you are an artist, and give yourself an extra point if you are a writer. I'll give myself 2 points for this question. I consider myself an artist and a writer. I've been dabbling and scribbling and making and doing things for most of my adult life. Number 2, Austen was born to a large family. She had a total of 7 siblings, 1 sister and 6 brothers. Give yourself a point if you have 3 or more sibling family. No point here. I have 1 sister, a younger sister. Hi, Kimmy. Number 3, Austen did not enjoy her formal education. Give yourself a point if you did not care for school. No point here either. While I found school challenging in a lot of ways, and especially challenging from a social interaction point of view, I loved school. I loved school a lot. I loved learning. I still love learning. So no point there. Number 4, dark humor is woven throughout Austen's writing. Give yourself a point if you have a grim sense of humor. You must share a dark joke in order to get this point. A dark humor. I appreciate Jane Austen's humor sprinkled throughout her stories and her letters too. I greatly enjoyed reading her letters. I don't necessarily use dark humor myself. I don't think so. No, I wouldn't even know where to start with that, or a joke, a dark joke. No, no point for me on that one. Number 5, Jane broke off 2 engagements and died a spinster. Give yourself a point if you are single. Again, no point. TJ and I have been married for 25 years now. Wow, 25. Number 6, Austen experienced low periods or spells of depression. Give yourself a point if you have struggled with mental health. Ooh, yes, a point here. Seriously, I have had a couple of very rough patches in my life, and I think probably all of us will be able to take a point for this particular question. And life can be hard, and I do try to take care, to balance my life, to take care of myself in all ways, physical as well as mental. Number 7, Jane moved away from her childhood home in her 20s. Give yourself a point if you lived away from your childhood hometown region. Yes, I can claim a point there. I have lived quite far away from my hometown region, far away from my home country, actually, living here in Norway, as I have been for 25 years now. So definitely a point there. Number 8, Jane was not vain. give yourself a point if you have very little interest in vanity. I don't consider myself a vain person, so I will take a point there. Yes. I suppose overinflated self-pride can get you into trouble. So that's just generally not how I've gone about my life now. Number 9. Hair was of little concern to Austen. Give yourself a point if you cannot be bothered with your hair. Oh yes, I'll definitely claim that point. I have given up my hair. I've given up on my hair a long time ago. I have this thick hair with wild tendencies. I do get it cut at intervals, but it's left to its own devices. I've tried and failed, and it is what it is. Number 10. Austen expressed her distaste for hot weather. Give yourself a point if you dislike the heat. Definitely claiming a point there too, especially since we are in high summer now, in the midst of some. July has been very hot here in Norway. For us here in Scandinavia, in Norway, we've had some of the highest temperatures and heat in Scandinavia. It's been very hot. I'm really looking forward to the cool and crispness of autumn and frosty winter. So a point there for sure. Sorry for the weather report. Let's see. I have 7 points from the answers, and my score ranking falls in the 6 to 7 category. And you and Austen are friends. You two could enjoy a long walk in the country and chat about all of the things you have in common. And I was really quite delighted with the answer there, because I've admired Jane Austen and her writing. I love her stories. I've loved the film adaptations. I think that she was very interesting as a person, and it feels really fun to think about that. Oh yes, we could take a long walk in the countryside, or sit down with a cup of tea and have many things to share in common. I'm liking that image. I'm holding on to that one for a lot of fun. Thank you, Shelley, for this very fun quiz. This is really fantastic now for this Jane Austen year. And thank you, Melinda, for taking part in that tag so that I could see it and I could hop on to the fun of this and spread some more of the tag fun as well. I'm really curious to know what would your score be taking the quiz. Let me know how close a bosom friend might you be to Jane Austen, and how similar you might be. I thank you for joining me for a cup of tea and Jane Austen fun today. I will see you again very soon, and until next time, I wish you many blessings.